the business or it's going to be run professionally. But we wanted to continue the business and be in the helm of the things, and that's how we decided. And I can tell you that in spite of being a minority shareholder today, which we always thought that shareholding and company are two different things, I think we are running the company as if we are 100% owner. So that's the biggest takeaway that has helped us. And I'm sure with the kind of partner that you have or choose, it will all depend on your, it will all decide your destiny. And I can say, luckily we have the best partner. The kind of information that we were sharing with a minority partner earlier with PE, even our major PE does not ask for that information. They depend on you because they know that they see only two things: how passionate you are, even being minority, and are you in knowledge of the business. Once they know that, then they leave it to you. So I think that is how my philosophy has been to grow the company and take it forward. As far as acquisition is concerned, you don't acquire a company for the sake of acquiring. You acquire for a reason. And when you say whether you are acquiring a smaller company or a bigger company, I think it's always a marriage of equals. In your mind, it should be very clear. It's a marriage of equals. And I can say that having acquired, which is a public domain, Manohar Packaging in November 2021, and the earlier promoters who were part and working with us as owners, and in spite of the fact that they don't have any shareholding today, Aditya Patwardhan is still part of Parksons. So that's a great thing for us, that we have been able to blend the marriage so well, and that's how we are looking at the company being acquired for a reason, whether they had certain domain knowledge on certain businesses in folding carton, they had built a great infrastructure like in Punjab. So I think when you acquire a company, you see certain basic things, how you're going to grow, and that's the reason. And in future also, whenever we acquire, we are going to acquire, we are not going to sit back. Whenever we acquire companies, we will look what is the reason we are acquiring. It's not just acquiring for the sake of acquiring. And our dream is big, in spite of being a minority shareholder. I as chairman and my sons as directors run the company with 100% ownership as we have been doing earlier. So that's a great thing for us. Thank you.
So the question was, I'll just repeat, what exactly must someone do before planning for an M&A? At a micro and a small scale level, I believe it is underestimated how much time will go into a merger. An acquisition may take lesser time. And the owners of the company must have the bandwidth available to take up such a task. If the aim is simple growth, if the aim is acquiring customers, if there are certain contracts to be had, if the aim is acqui-hiring, at a micro and small level, not a lot of people go to the right consultants. Everybody believes a chartered accountant is the go-to guy for anything related to company law, but that's not it. You need specialists, you need specialists of the industry to guide you on what would be required. Funds are one thing, but a merger can really put you out of business if you don't plan for the actual resources that will be required to execute something like this. And this is something that we've suffered with and now have learned.
I'd just like to say that, if you look to get acquired, your organization and books should be well maintained, and because the due diligence will become much easier if basically the books are clean, and it's easy to your licensing, your various permissions and this and that is all above board. I think that's very, very important. And also the manpower that you employ. Whether you've got people in the right place, that will certainly add value.
Yeah, I think Ramesh ji and they have covered most of it. I would like to only add this, that basically all the processes must be very robust. Be it, HR, be it financial diligence, legal diligence, pollution. I mean, we don't give that kind of, importance to all these compliances. And that is very, very critical. And also, you have to, your goal is to be very clear. What exactly is your goal? Now, in most of the companies, family members are involved. How the family members' roles will be, post-acquisition or post-merger. What will be the second tier, management structure? I mean, I've learned all this. I'm not saying that I had all this, but during my journey, I've learned, what all is missing. That's why I keep on repeating. It is 3 to 4 year journey with clear-cut goals in your mind. Exactly what exactly you want. You want liquidity, you want partial liquidity, you want growth. What exactly are you trying to, aim for? And then start preparing, and follow the entire process properly with proper, as he says, guidance from the experts, and then you can conclude, properly whatever you desire.
Thank you. So basically what it means is that from the time that a business owner thinks about either acquiring or getting acquired for his growth, the things that he needs to ensure are that his company is compliant in terms of all HR matters, legal matters, taxation, all of those things. The